Hey everyone, how you guys doing? As you probably have already seen, the Skyblock levels update has indeed dropped on the live servers, and I'm pretty excited. I've been waiting for this update since they announced it in the dev notes. It's pretty cool. For those who are wondering, we are at level 298. I know a lot of you are going to be asking, so I'm not going to stall. And you probably have already seen in the title, well, what's my position in the ratings? Because we do have a leaderboards, sadly not public, but we can see our ranking over here. We are global rank number 1, which you probably already seen in the title or the thumbnail, right? It's pretty cool. Honestly, I never thought that in the 2-year journey, first of all, we'll ever have the opportunity to see this number, or even, have the number 1. It's ridiculous. It does say that I am the top player in the world for this mode, so the leaderboards are separated for stranded Ironman and regular players, which I think it's only fair because certain game modes have been out for longer than others and have different rules, so it's only fair to categorize all the players in their own different game modes, which is pretty cool. Now, for those who are probably wondering, I'll skim over what I'm getting all of my XP from. As you probably are curious, you can pause the video and see the main things that I'm going to be working on in the future. If you are wondering, I have a Slayer level that I need to hit, which is from Blaze 8 to Blaze 9, which is going to be quite the grind. And I'm going to be working on minions and a heart on the mountain, which I need to get 7 million powder. And here I need to get my tier 12 red sand minion. I'm almost finishing with the reputation, so that minion is coming soon. And for the rest of the grinds, it's only honestly just dungeon boss collections and bestiary. That is the biggest amount of experience. I have barely touched on bestiary. I've never really grinded specifically for bestiary. Apologize, I am a little bit sick. I have rain slime 2, gravel skeleton 2. These are super easy milestones to hit. I am almost bestiary 77, which I guess is kind of cool. Like, look at this. I have Witch 1, I have Spider 4, I have Skeleton 4. I have so many different bestiary levels that I could hit. So probably gonna do a month where we grind our bestiaries and get that a little bit more balanced. So that's pretty much the whole progression plan for now. They are adding more ways to gain Skyblock XP. A lot of these we can just guess from the item that is displayed. I am maxed on most of it. Get the coughing out. I am maxed for most of these things. We could probably already guess what it is, besides the Abbey phone and the Reaper peppers. So I'm curious to see how long will these two take. Reaper peppers probably forever, but the Skyblock contacts probably a day grind, and the rest is super easy. So that's about it. That's when it comes to Skyblock XP. Now, I want to really emphasize one thing that is really important to me for people to understand, and that is it's my own request, it's my own personal opinion. I really don't like when people say I'm the best Ironman player. And that is just simply not the case, okay? When it comes to MMOs, best players don't really exist. Specific players are really good at something, and one person can't be the best in every single category of the game. There are going to be people who have, better mechanics when it comes to just clearing dungeon rooms, and the other one's going to be insanely good at farming with extremely good XP rates very consistently, right? Well, it just simply comes down to whoever has the most time to play. Those are the people who are going to be at the top of the leaderboard. Now, of course, you can, praise us for our commitment and the amount of time we spent in the game and, how consistent we were. But other than that, I really don't like when people come out and they say I'm the #1 Ironman. It's a cool feat, it's a cool title to have, but it's just simply not the case. It's simply not true. Other people just can't compete with me simply because I can play this game all day because it's my job, and other people have school and their own responsibilities because they don't have the privilege of just doing this for a living. And that is the biggest thing that the biggest point that I want to make across. And other than that, maybe what I thought we'll do is, because it is almost my 2-year anniversary for this profile, we are about a month away from the second profile being 2 years old, I thought I'd maybe go over and show some of my accomplishments. You can go into my wardrobe on Skycrypt and check my chest with my backpack pages and see what I have. But for those who don't really watch my streams or don't really hang out much here, let me show you what a 2-year Ironman might have accumulated over the absurd amount of playtime. We have 6.2 thousand hours. So we have a ridiculous amount of Diana items. All these chests are absolutely filled to the brim with just like items. Still work in progress on the griffin feathers and some souvenirs. But those are pretty cool. Bunch of Blaze Slayer stuff, not really interesting, but a bunch of Diamante handles, bunch of gold, some power stones that I have left over. I have a bunch of items in these chests. It's pretty much just organized, pretty simple stuff. I don't feel like going into detail on these as it's not really interesting. I feel like the most interesting part is over here where I have my spooky pies. When I used to, spooky used to be the best money for that 1 hour during the festival because you could trade in the black cats, the George, for 5 million coins. You still can, but of course there are better money making methods as like mining for at the moment. Lots of just, I guess, cool things that I have managed to collect, like these ember fragments which you can't get anymore to make the the old ember armor. Next we have a bunch of master stars. I'm gonna use all of these, by the way. Besides the second stars, I'm gonna use all of these. It's gonna be for my RCM and LCM gear to start playing mage in the catacombs once I do get my claymore. So that is pretty cool. Bunch of fumings, bunch of, well, a couple arts of war and an art of peace that I bought, a couple of recoms, some enchants that I have left over, bunch of soul eater books and one for alls because I play a lot of floor 7. I'm just trying to get that claymore at the moment. I do have a duplex 5. I'm probably not gonna make a duplex 5 terminator as I need to grind Enderman Slayer again, and I really don't want to remake my katana. It's still an OFA when it still was the best. Yeah, I really don't want to go back to E-Man. Maybe I'll do RCM E-Man. I would have to learn that. But for now, I don't have the plan of getting a duplex 5 term. Sadly, it's not too useful. A lot of people would be like, well, you kind of need it if you're playing Archer. Well, to that I say that Archer is my highest class. I'm halfway to 49. And all of my other classes are pretty low, like Healer 45, Mage almost 42, Berserker 45, but not as much XP, and Tank. By the time these classes catch up to me, my Archer is going to be like 49.2. If I do go to max out the other classes past Archer to like 48.9 and then grind Archer to 50, that's gonna be, my Archer is gonna be sitting at like 49.5 already or something like that. So Archer is the only class that really needs to have a duplex. Sure, it's useful for Berserker as well, but like it's not too important to have. I'm not gonna be playing that much Archer, so honestly I'm not really in need for a duplex term. If I was lower Archer, maybe I would consider it, but for now, no such plans. But I have a bunch of tier 6 enchants here stocked up. If you guys care, you can pause the video. This is my rejuvenates. This is just a bunch of enchants that I have stocked up over the past couple of years. If I do need to max an armor set, I always have extra books in stash. So some pretty good items. I have some extra pets to show off if you guys care. I'm not really a guy to flex. I do like just stockpiling items and just going back and just like looking at, like what items I might have, dropped and accomplished. It's a cool trip down the memory lane, but I'm not really the guy to just go around and show, people off or show off like, hey, look what I have. If you care, you can pause the video, look what I have gotten. But apart from that, not really gonna go into detail. This is pretty much it, what you can expect in a 2-year-old Ironman profile. I'm more than motivated to continue grinding every day to make sure, I maintain this position. I even though don't like being called the best Ironman, it does really make me feel happy seeing this number be #1. So I'll try to make sure it stays the case. But if not, well, GG to the other person, right? He simply just is better or has more time to play. But apart from that, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully I didn't stall this video for too long. Okay, now bye.